Yes, you can get a proper character. Just a random character that you can name properly, you know? I was thinking of going to live in the swamps. That was the original goal. Shack worth keeping. Turn them into medium armor defensive fighter named Hatsune. Okay, now please. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna copy that because usually we have a mod over here who goes and saves all of this. But since the freaking mod is slacking, I'm gonna be the one copying this. So there you go. Shack. Is that a male shack or female shack? That's the only question I still have, I think. Put this in here. Put that in here. Put this. Put this. Wasn't there a mother named Hatsune for Kenshi? I believe so. Yeah, no call, no DL. Male, okay. No horns, no life. Alright, remember all of that. Because I might forget and I'll need you to remind me. Okay, Monker is the slowest, let's go. Anime girls in Kenshi? Don't mind if I do. What are you talking about? There's no anime girls. What are you saying? You weirdo. Goodbye, friends. We're going on an adventure once again. Just the way we like it. Let's go. Cry the weird and lazy, especially. Hey! General, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to stream, my friend. Onwards to glory, friends. Onwards to glory. Taking stuff from the Black Desert City just the way we like it. And then going for our boy Beepers. Remember seeing a series of Cocos where you could make a schoolgirl armor? Wait, what? Was that in RimWorld? Was that in RimWorld? Because I believe that in... Really, you wanna do this. In RimWorld, if you have the Android mods... One of the Android mods, they have like these maid outfits, right? Dude, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Gone on adventure. We kinda played with the skeleton bandits today. It was fun. It's in Kenshi too? Yeah, but I didn't have schoolgirl costumes in Kenshi though. I've never had that. That's for damn sure. Oh, look! It's the Gorilla Boys again. Stop that, Gorilla Boys. You punch flames too many times. Stop punching flames. It's not nice. It's really rude, in fact. Well, if it was in Kenshi, it definitely was not me. Because I do not like that. That is so not me, dude. 100% not. Stop it. Ever heard of a show called Squid Show? No, I have not heard of Squid Show, no. I just binge watched it yesterday. Well, good for you, man. Monker, did I allow you to stop? I don't remember doing so. It's gonna be morning soon, so we can't go with revenge. The beams are gonna show up very, very yonder soon. It's a crazy show. What is it about? Is it about squids? But no, Slippy, I definitely never had anything like that in Kenshi. I fucking hate all the goddamn millions and millions of anime mods made for Kenshi. Jesus. It's horrible. Squid Game? What is a Squid Game? Is this something from SpongeBob? Because that's the place where I remember there was a squid. Okay, we gotta remember that overheated lock There is the Western Hive as well, and they will attack us. It's on Netflix? Okay. Imagine Battle Royale, but a deadly game show instead. Alright. No flames. That's a bad flames. I personally think the show is mediocre, but has a shit ton of TikTok hype. Can I be real with you? I've never actually watched anything on TikTok. Besides whatever is linked to me. Via Twitter or something like that. Hey Nopa, you found a big boy? Ah, the big boy found you. Good for you, Nopa, good for you. Oh, he found more friends. It's Korean, about people in crazy partner who go into rich person's death grounds called Squid Game. There is so much more to it. Well, the fact that it's Korean already kind of scares me. Yeah, I don't have TikTok either. Wow, Kebab is getting wrecked. You're fine there, right? Anybody from over yonder wants to come and help, maybe? Just asking for a friend. How about you guys? Want to come help? There's gotta be some healing to be done and some rescuing. No need for more apps. Makes sense. Monk, are you still running? Okay, he's doing fine. Keep going that way. Alright, Balrogs, you got this, dude. Good blocks, good blocks. Beepo is still tanking with his legendary sword. Should be doing plenty of damage, but he's so slow. He needs more strength. Our poor Beepo. Good hits, though. It just hyped it up. Fair. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's, if it's a Korean show, I don't know. What isn't that movie Train to Busan also Korean? I know how everybody's hyping that one as like the best zombie movie ever, but I watched that and it's just horrible. I'm sorry, that movie is terrible, and I was very excited to watch it. I watched it a couple of years ago. It was just, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. I enjoy foreign cinema. Different cultures come with interesting themes. Well, for me, everything is foreign cinema because I'm from a place that, you know, you never really want to watch our own TV because it's just awful. But yeah, you know, I see what you mean. It's serious though. It's not funny. Okay. I have a hard time enjoying anything zombie. Yeah, you know, you have a great game like Project Zomboid. Awesome, but then zombie movies and all that, eh. Like even The Walking Dead, if you watch like the first episode, second, third, it's fine, but then it just starts falling apart. It's horrible. Foreign semen? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. It gets old fast. The Walking Dead? Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, the thing is, just too quickly it becomes nothing about zombies and everything about people. You know? It's just people fighting people, and their zombies are out there just like a distraction. You know, they use it in like one episode per season. Oh, look, there's zombies and they actually are still dangerous. Watch out! But otherwise, it's just like, yeah, zombies? What? Zombies who? Nobody cares about zombies, you know? The Walking Dead, pretty only one season was made by people that liked it. And everything was made by a completely different group. I had no idea. Fair enough, though. Fair enough. Social conflict show. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, well. Nuke. Wrong place. Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead are mid? What do you mean by that? By mid? Like Game of Thrones, I've read the books way before I ever watched the show. like years before the show actually released. I read the books, and books were good. Books were good. And then the first season of Game of Thrones really follows the book, and it's like, okay, that's pretty cool. But then slowly but surely, as is tradition, with everything being turned from book format to movies, it kind of falls apart in that one, you know? And it somehow became a bit less good, but I was still okay. I was never like, oh my god, the last season's so fucking horrible. I was like, yeah, fine. I'm gonna read the book whenever it releases, and I'm sure it's gonna be much better. So I didn't really mind. Because to me, that was not Game of Thrones anymore. Like, it stopped being Game of Thrones like 3 seasons in. It was just a Game of Thrones spin-off show. And I was okay accepting it to be like that. I was pissed at the start, but then not anymore. I was fine watching through it. Mid means mediocre. Well, why don't you say M-E-D then? Witcher's a banger. Witcher was good, but then again, if you read the book, it's also, you know, very much cut to fit the screen. I think the new Witcher season should be this this winter. I'm not sure though. It goes by the book. Yeah, I always prefer the books, you know. Although I did watch the Witcher show before I read the books. And when you read the books, you realize the books are not actually about The Witcher. They're about Ciri. You know, which is surprising to me. And Ciri, to me, was always a pretty boring character. And the books are okay. Like, I think it's 5 books, right? The first 3 are pretty great. The 4th one starts going weird, and the 5th one is just fucking weird. I didn't like the 5th one, actually. Game of Thrones was mediocre. First season were awesome, then it went downhill. Yeah, that's how it works, usually. For books, the Netflix Witcher. Yeah, I mean, you're Polish, so you have to. 5th one was strange indeed. Like, I didn't like how much it was pulling into, like, Earth stories with King Arthur and all that stuff. It's just, eh. When the Queen barks when claims the law of surprise, and his response is just, yeah, fuck. Like, I love the actor. I love the actor. He's amazing. He's an amazing Witcher. Like, fits so very well. That's why I would love him. If ever they make, like, Arthas story for World of Warcraft, like a series, he has to play Arthas. Like, there's even some fan art of him. He's just so fitting. So great for that. Have you seen The Last Kingdom? No, I have not seen that. I mean, I do watch some stuff, but let's be real. Watching actually takes a lot of time that I do not have. Because I have to sit here and play games all day long, so I don't have time to watch. But I can always take like an hour in the evening to read. So I love reading. Reading is great. Last Kingdom is awesome. Isn't that on Netflix as well? I think I saw it there. I think I saw it be there. Like, otherwise my favorite fantasy series, or fantasy books, is Malazan Book of the Fallen series. That thing, that world, the writing, that is just, oh my god, just mind-blown how awesome that is. Like, Steven Erikson and Ian Esselmund, who also writes with him, just amazing. Love all of those books. Like, if I could have a series from that, I don't even know how would it fit it, but still, just awesome. Big fan when it comes to Nordic culture. You see, I watched the Vikings. I watched the Vikings until Ragnar dies. He dies in such a stupid way. And I was like, yeah, you know what? There's no more interesting characters in the book anymore, or in the series anymore. It's just, I'm not gonna watch this. It's just boring. You always cancel good shows. Yeah. Where's my Firefly fans? Where's my Firefly fans, boys? Crawl's Teats. This is the freaking Deadlands. We can't come here. Well, details. Norseman is funny. We can show. You see, the fact that it's supposed to be funny, it kind of puts me off. I think I've seen a commercial for it on Netflix, but I never clicked on it. We only have Slippers over here, who has acid problems, and Slippers got protection, so we're fine. Slippy likes crawl booba. Yes, he does. You have to see it to get it, though? Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, once again, don't have that much time to watch stuff. So I kind of try to pick something that either I'm really gonna enjoy or something that both me and my girlfriend can watch together. Make you laugh your ass off for sure. No, that's nice. Maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. Personally love comedy. Yeah, but there's comedy and there's comedy. You know? So it's always a win? Well, that's good. That is good. Are we actually not fighting anybody at home right now? That's such a surprise. Yeah, burn more of these. Which ruin did we find? That one, probably? Okay, I think that one in Genesis doesn't really do much. Did I ever allow you to fucking fight this person? Or this thing? Siren Spider. Fine, fight it then. But if you get hurt, it's not my issue, it's your issue. If fuck you shoots you in the back right now, not my issue. This thing is doing over 100 damage before mitigation. So, if you get hit in the leg, not my issue once again. The outpost is looking cool. Hell yeah it is, dude. Hell yeah it is. Alright, onwards. Who got hit? Tubbins a bit. Slippers a bit, I guess. We're fine. Now stop fighting these spiders. Yeah, I like this outpost in the hill especially. I think it looks pretty cool. Seiko, what? Seiko, buddy, what you doing? Why are you stuck and not working, dude? Goddamn slackers. Oh, he made some iron hats now. Good, good, good. We actually getting some hats. What did I tell you to make? All kinds of stuff. Let's go make... I don't know what. I guess we need to make some skirts, because again, we have no pants. I wonder if we'll see obedience before there was obedience in Kenshi 2. That's a good question. How long ago did this happen? I think this is older. Because Kenshi 2 should be at the end of the Second Empire, right? And I think obedience is older. I think so. The crafting benches looks cooler. I mean, they're pretty cool, that's for sure. Fog Islands shouldn't be a thing, because I'm pretty sure they are a newer thing. But then again, I'm not 100% sure. But they should be a newer thing. I don't even know if Ashlands should be Ashlands, right? And Deadlands should be Deadlands. And I think at the end of the Second Empire is when they forced a lot of people to go north, which made them go crazy and become cannibals, right? So it should be a big cannibal threat out there. There should be really new people. There seem to have been stuck there recently. Yes, yes, Foglands should be new. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. I don't know. I wonder, remember how skeletons say that the swamp used to have a big port city? And people loved having boats there? Skeletons say that. I I wonder if we're gonna have a port city in the swamp, and like the swamp is gonna big old hole of water. Wouldn't that be cool? How'd you guys manage to go below that? Are you kidding me? It does have a reputation for that, yes, but I think it's mostly because it was out of the way. But you also have this, but the Fogman being crazy there shouldn't be like older than, I don't know, 50 years in game, probably, which is just nothing to Kenshi 2, right? I think it shouldn't be older than that. But then again, most of the lore that I have read about Kenshi is, it's been a while, so I don't quite remember all the details. Alright, sir, I would like to sell you skeleton muscles. It's obnoxious that you don't have enough money to buy them all. Like, really obnoxious. So they should be weaker or stronger. What do you mean by that exactly? The hive, I think those hivers were supposed to go crazy because their queen died off or something like that. Really, this is all empty? Why does the loot here not reset? Oh, right, there's no, I remember now. There's nobody over here. We have looted all of this, and, yeah, there's actually nobody here. Right. This is such bullshit. I think the shopkeeper died somehow, and everything is just empty. Yeah, look, there's still this crap that we didn't want to take. Oh, that's shit. Where are we gonna get our composite arms now? Because these guys got nothing else. Import would save this, but I don't want to import. Oh, what a bullshit. I forgot about this. I need to ask Atlas what he did with this shit. Alright, well, if you go to Fog Islands, probably not the best idea to run through through here, right? I guess we can go towards Border Zone for now. We've never been in at the hub in this playthrough yet. Oh, right, it's the parasite. The queen's got a parasite. There you go. Yes, they are... They're not... I mean, they are half hive, half skelly, right? Isn't it like that? Karsa? Well, Karsa is down here in the spider plains. Chilling down here. Today's episode of Karsa on YouTube, the Shack Kingdom actually makes their first move against us. Spoilers. The queen doesn't exist in game, it's only in art. Yes, at least their queen, right? But if you look at the Western Hive and the Southern Hive queens, they all have the, like, a skeleton belly. Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be... I don't think, you know, I don't think you can make it that way in the game, but I think it was kind of supposed to be skelly fused with flesh in such way. But I'm not sure if I'm correct in this one, you know? Those shanks looks like they're Naruto running into a village. I mean, they kind of are. Their limbs are bruised. I know. Is there no defense over here? There's, the guy doesn't have any good stats. That guy is only in his 50s. Of course, harpoons would hurt. But still, since we are right here, shall we say hello to these dudes? Maybe get some engineering research. Let's make sure to come from a side that doesn't allow the harpoon turret straight at us. Aren't Czech human hybrids and were like police of some kind? Yes, they were like genetically engineers or something like that, but skeletons to be their enforcers. Alright, boys. Let's see. Who's got heavy armor? Monker. Run into this guy's face. Ramus. You run into this guy. There's only 3 of them? That's really weak. That is really weak. You guys, let's have you 2 go here. You 2 go here. Alvar, go there. Fuck you, you wait for a second. Skunk, get him. Oh Jesus, Ramus got shot twice. Alright, come up here. Alright, there's one more over there. Alright, you 2 fight. Fuck you, move over here where the harpoons don't see you. Keep fighting him. Okay, good stuff. They shouldn't be able to shoot the harpoons now. Oh, good shots there. Oh, he fell down. Don't worry about that. I did not know that lore about Kenshi. It's you can find most of it online, which is really nice. And like even in game, you have some ideas what might happen, you know, what have happened and such. Because the whole moon over here, the Kenshi's moon is pretty freaking old. There's been empire here for at least like last 2,000 or 3,000 years. Yes, the big metal thing on their guts, yeah. That's the dispenser for the hivers, yes. It's kind of like a, I don't know what to call it, but a thing where the boys come from or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Fuck you. Try not to shoot any of our boys, okay? Just saying. Just saying. Rack 'em. So what are hivers then? I am not quite sure. I am not quite sure. I think, like, when you come to Black Desert City, some skeletons say some stuff like they've never seen hivers before. Which tells me hivers and Shek are both... like Shek, we know that they've been genetically engineered humans to be bigger and beefier and stronger to be the police. So I think maybe the hivers were some experiments go wrong. And that's what actually happened there. But again, I'm not 100% sure, so I can't say. It's just theories. Growing insect people, yeah. But again, as people have said, queens having being skeletons, it kind of gives you the idea that it's some kind of a skeleton scam that they did it, and that's why there's the queens are skeleton boys, you know. Ancient science books, lots of repair kits. That's nice. We could take some of the stuff to sell, but let's be real. Who needs money? Who needs money these days? We want just good stuff. About Kenshi? Yes, you can talk about Kenshi lore. It's not exactly spoilers. However, an attempt at breeding a worker caste. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. I like that. Yeah. I like this. That's very reasonable. But then again, you also have the hive soldiers, which definitely are not workers, and then you have princes, which are also not workers. I'm guessing if the hive soldiers and princes later on somehow evolved from the base worker drones, could be a thing. Metal warehouse. Are you aware of our metal warehouse, son? Hey, engineering research. Well, why don't you say so? I totally didn't want that. That's your assumption? Just a control system purpose for the hierarchy. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Gotta have a hierarchy, right? To make this work. It's understandable. It makes sense. It's, you know, since they are based on a hive, on a beehive or anything like that. Every beehive has its workers. It's got its tenders. It's got its fighters. It's gotta has everything. Maybe the hibernators and the skellies made queens to control them. I don't think so. Because skellies were made by humans, right? The first proper empire was, I believe, human empire. And the skellies were made to serve them. And then skellies kind of took over in the next empire. And I think then tried to make it better. Because they were like, oh, humans are terrible and all that stuff. It's not really spoilers if it's in the game. You can say stuff if you want to in the chat. There's no problems there. Feel free to say whatever you want to say about it. Humans just became the weaker race in the end? Indeed. Whenever you start playing New World, be today, tomorrow, next month, could you join Marauder faction and not be the other two? Do you want me to what server are you even playing on? Yes, that's the question. Yeah, dude, I would have no problems playing with you boys. Tubbins, what server are you gonna be playing on? You're probably gonna be on US servers, right? That's probably works better for you. The Skellies took over for a while too, seems, and then rule ended too. Yes, because I think they, like, the Catlon who says some stuff about, you know, humans were the real monsters and all that stuff. I think they realized they can't really control the humans like they thought they would. It tells the skeleton flat out that as long as they are Finch's second in command, humans will never learn the truth about the extinction. Oh, interesting. Humans are always the biggest monsters? True, true. Very true. Great pathfinding there, Monker. Really appreciate that. That's such a good idea to go up here. Couldn't have found a better place. Couldn't have found a better spot, my friend. Humans are the greatest gift and bane to the world. I don't know about the gift. But Bane? Yeah, Bane, I could see Bane. Oh, how beautiful this is. I love this. I love the look of Kenshi. Kenshi has such amazing vistas out here. It's amazing. Greed has to go first. But it will never go. It will always stay. That's the truth. I feel like the world of Kenshi is a failed colony. Failed space colony. Hey, that would be cool. I mean, you get to see all kinds of like crazy machinery rusting around that could be part of spaceships or anything like that. You know? Clearly. Or satellites or something like that. Like, I mean, the beam thing in Venge is flying up in the air and shooting beams down. So they really had the idea how to go up in the air and up in the space, you know? I'm still pushing for Macon City and Leviathan Coast. It's very beautiful if you build up there. It's just remote, which is obnoxious, you know? It's very remote. Maybe a giant colony ship? I mean, the thing is, you would expect it to come from... Well, you can't see it right now, but like the main planet over there, you would expect that it came from there. But it's been thousands of years and nobody else would visit, so maybe that planet either went boom and imploded and is what wasn't, you know, okay for living anymore, and just survivors managed to escape over here? Or is it from somewhere else, which will, you know, it will make you ask yourself, why not the big planet or the other moon? If money went poof and was gone, greed would fade away naturally. Greed existed before money. You don't need to. Greed is not just about money. You can be greedy about just food, or greedy about somebody else's wife or something like that. You know, it's not just about money. It's about control and being the top dog, which is in us as humans. It's part of us. It's part of what we are. It's part of how we succeeded to be so successful. Is, you know, part of that we want more. We want to survive. We want to be on the top. So in Kenshi 2, the avenged lasers will double. I mean, the eye, right? The eye has that thing fall on the sky. The eye was the same thing. So maybe it's gonna be up here as well, potentially. If it's a failed colony, why would it have certain ages of struggle? I mean, why not? Like, the colony failed 3,000 years ago, and now, I mean, let's say it failed 30,000 years ago, which is, or 2,000 years ago, at which point the skeletons kind of took over. So there's probably no memory. Although skeletons should have memory about that the humans came from somewhere else. I don't know. Also, hello, Dimitri. How's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Greed will never go. Money is just something to be greedy about. Very true. Very true. Money-based society propels greed forward. Living in a capitalist society means greed is good. Yes, I understand that. I understand that. It's just reinforcing the fact that greed will get you on the top, even though it's not something everybody does. But yeah, it's part of us. Hey, Death Lord. Death Lord, we recruited Ramus, so you can take him off the list. And Casey over here. Casey, may I ask you please to post your character submission again? So Death Lord, my friend over here, can put you on the list. I would appreciate that, because he's one of the list masters. I really enjoyed all the talk about Kenshi lore, by the way, because I definitely don't know everything about it, and talking about it with you guys, it's fun, because everybody knows stuff, right? It feels good. Did you make everything already, Seiko? Oh, you ran out of armor plating. Kebab, you gotta make armor plating faster, dude. We have no iron. We are not producing iron fast enough. We only have 2 people working over here. Deep, you don't have a job, do you? Actually, yeah, Deep, come over here. Start working on this for me. Let's go. We need more iron. There you go, Casey. Yeah, Deathlord, please put that on. I'd appreciate that. Animals in survival mode only? Yes, they don't... you can't talk about greed for animals the same as you can about humans. Big glorious empire. Got to do something. Take over a second empire. There you go. And Kenshi 2 will be the end of the second empire. Burn is useful to have as a recruit. Take him anywhere and he has something to recall. True, Burn has a lot to say. That's for damn true. I like Burn. He's great. So I think it's just slow decay and Catlon being slightly going mad. I know, like, I think the skeletons did bad things and pushed humans further to the north, pushed them away. Humans were starving. That's why you started to get cannibals up here and such like that. It was something about that stuff. Second Ken should be in another spot in the timeline. Yes, 1,000 years ago, at the end of the Second Empire, where the boys like Catlon started to go crazy and such. Jit is the best defensive weapon, 100%. Jit is really, really good weapon. 100%. Great weapon. I like it very much so. Where are you going, Monker? What is this pathing? What the fuck are you going, dude? What is this, Kenshi pathing or something? Jesus Christ. The Holy Nation was established to keep Catlon at bay? I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that one. The Holy Nation is basically worshipping a long-dead skeleton. Right? They're worshipping a long-dead skeleton that they don't know is a skeleton. And then their whole belief went crazy. The Bugmaster was one of the few who remember the days of Catlon's terror. True, which tells you that Bugmaster is some kind of a genetic monstrosity as well, because he's been living for 1,000 years, going crazy and training to go attack Catlon. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's Bugmaster is it's somehow probably engineered by Catlon as well. And it's maybe some kind of a failed, I don't know what. But we might get to see Bugmaster being a normal guy in Kenshi 2, which would be interesting. Tinfis was one of the who defeated Catlon all those years ago. Did he though? Did he defeat him? Actually, because I think they were buddies, right? I want the Holy Nation to find out. The Holy Nation might look... Actually, do you think the Holy Nation will be around in Kenshi 2? As it is right now? Maybe there's going to be a cult that still remembers Okran, who he really was, because Okran was one of the big... Or Stobe, I should say, you know, the big skeleton and all that stuff. He was the large boy, right? Which should be... before the Second Empire. I don't know. They were best friends until Tinfis betrayed him, that's what I recall. I don't think he actually betrayed him. I think Catlon started to go nuts and had all kinds of crazy ideas about what he should do. And he wasn't treating humans appropriately anymore and all that stuff. And that's why... and he was also, right, he was also thralling all of his soldiers, right? Taking their heads and such. I think Tinfis didn't agree with that. I would say smaller, General. I would say smaller. Ramos has been removed and I added Casey. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, Con. How's it going? Deathlord just did your job about removing one character and adding another, so, yeah. Yeah, in Catlon's eyes, pretty much everybody betrayed him. You know? Tinnyface had to stop him from doing more damage. Exactly. Aren't we all just a bunch of smart boys, huh? Jeebus. Bunch of smart boys. Yes, Voner wants to be burned. This is correct. We might actually get burned because we're going to Fog Islands to get the beepers. Maybe we'll just go up to Floodlands and get burned. Is the origin of Fishmen and the Howlers? I don't think it's explained anywhere. What's up with the Fishmen and the Howlers? It could be like more failed experiments, or maybe Fishmen and the Howlers are the original inhabitants of Kenshi, you know? I mean, we could go to Venge and see if we can get her out, you know? Be best friend. Like, we should be able to get Agnew. Fishmen are natives. It would make sense. But the Howlers have their own domain and cities filled with them. Well, the cities are kind of... I don't think it's they are Howler cities. I think they're just old cities that have been overrun with Howlers, right? And destroyed by Howlers. I don't think they're actual Howler cities. And Howlers themselves are not in vanilla, right? They're added by some mods. But they are hinted at by vanilla, and they were supposed to be in vanilla, I believe, right? Like, Howlers are a big thing in Genesis, sure, but... What is this? Why are limb vendors red to us? That's weird. That is very weird. Oh, when is the... Okay, in one day we have crab quarterfinals. So the crab boys are coming back with a quarterfinal match. Since Kenshi 2 will be set in the Second Empire time, would Venge be still a wasteland? I think the beams are before the Second Empire, so it should be. But as we were saying before, so it might be the Eye. The Eye might also have that machine in the sky still, and not on the ground yet, you know? What the Leviathans would be in 1,000 years ago? I think Leviathans would still be Leviathans. What exactly do you mean by normal, Casey? Normal as in there not be any flying machines, or normal as there be flying machines? What if you can ride Leviathans? Imagine they're tiny. I mean, Leviathans, you can see they're kids. Like, Leviathans have kids now, so I don't think they've been growing for 1,000 years. They're just a normal animal. Why do you think so? Because I'm pretty sure that the orbital weaponry was unleashed before the end of the Second Empire, which is when Kenshi 2 is gonna be. Not at the end of the Second Empire. I think at this point, the stuff like the Deadlands and Ashlands might have already also happened. They're big enough to carry. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pause for a second over here because I need to go refill my tea. So I'll be right back. Right back. I have returned. The Eye was brought down near the end of the second, and Venge went crazy into Regnum. So you're saying that Venge became a crazy burn zone after the Second Empire fell? Interesting. Okay. Okay, I could see that. Although, like, personally, I would prefer more places being crazy, but then again, the world should be less of a wasteland, right? The Great Desert might not have been a desert 1,000 years ago. I still think it's all the whole place is gonna be pretty deserty and all that stuff, but I'm not sure. You know? There would be more fertile land? Maybe. Take care, Con. Have fun, buddy. Alright, I think I'm caught up to the chat now. Some deserts were formerly lakes. Yeah, usually those are salt deserts, but again, as I was saying, the skeletons say that there's a port city that used to be port city in the swamp, and this was a shallow lake. You know, so we could have all of this, and into Shem over here be a lake, or a small like, and you have swamp islands in here, which could be interesting, you know. Yes, I know. Voner claimed burn. I know, buddy. Maybe that large blasting bench is not orbital weapon just going off randomly. I think some skeletons still go like, oh, this thing is still going on, or something like that, right? And for the Eye, they say, I remember when this was shooting lasers or something like that. So, I don't know. The west will be a hell pit, and possibly southeast as well. Why do you say the west is gonna be a hell pit? Over here. But yeah, the empire itself should be more like here, right? This part down here should be the actual empire. And then you have places scattered around, but the actual empire should be down here, I think. So maybe this place will still be more civilized. I don't know. Thing in Venge is what a thing in the eye is. Yes, there you go. But the one in Venge didn't fall down. That's true. 1,000 years work can be changed 180 degrees. True. True. Yes, that's correct. As your character skills, you're fine. You're fine, buddy. And add boats. As long as they can make boats act proper like boats. Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, right. I wanted to see if I can buy a backpack over here. Let's go check that quickly. Because before the West wasn't niced up yet, it has been settler civilized. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you have outposts, like you have the grid, you have an outpost in the crater, you have ancient science labs here, you have like a broken science lab in Iraq, you have ruins of armories or libraries in Vane. Like the whole west coast over here, actually, and the Iron Trail and this island and then Leviathan Coast. If you look at this, the whole west coast, looking down here, has remnants of ancient stuff. So I guess the coast might have been populated, but deeper then, or the Floodlands is full of ancient stuff as well. Maybe deeper in here, there wasn't that much stuff. You could add second new continent that was forgotten with time, which is definitely doable because of the fact that there's nobody who knows how to operate or build boats anymore. No backpacks, you dildos. How dare you? If they're gonna add water, please make travel less hobo. I think the great part about this whole Kenshi thing is the traveling. Because it takes you so long to get anywhere on foot, right? And you get all these different encounters between here and the place you go that maybe, you know, it's more about the journey than the destination, that whole part. And they are making the whole world bigger, right? They're scaling it up, so it's going to be twice the size, which is going to make travel, you know, you're going to be traveling for even longer from place to place. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you still have boats. Like, you still have boats on the coast. You can find, like, rusted boats out there. So boats definitely were a thing before. Loading screen? Excuse me? Could we do this? Loading screen? Why do you do me like that? Okay. Okay. Calm down. Is it loading Vane's Pass? Doesn't show it in the map, so it might not be, but it's potentially loading it. Or maybe it's already loading Stack. It's probably loading Vane's Pass though. Just talking about water, I want land to be the same for sure. I wonder, I mean, I'm guessing the whole traveling mechanic on land would be the same, but how would you implement traveling on water then? How does, like, using a boat actually work? That's the question. How does that even work? Do you jump on a boat and become some kind of a vehicle that you can operate? That is faster than that, but what are the dangers in water then? I don't know if I want to see boats as a travel option. Stationary boats, maybe they're somewhere parked out there and they're like, oh yeah, we're going with this boat, we're going somewhere with it. But actual boats that a player can operate, I'm not sure if I want them. Charter a Skelly Ferry. I always imagined... Oh, Jesus, flames. Not again. Always imagined, like, if you look at the swamp, right? And Flats Lagoon also looks like a place that could be flooded. Like, the borders of this would be, like, Morrowind. When you first come to Morrowind, and it's like this whole swampy area, and you have the Seydanine place there. You know, that swampy area? That's how I would imagine that place to look. Great kill, boys. Miyamoto, what is your job? Iron refinery. Wouldn't you do that for me? Feels like you're slacking on that. We have these dudes. Right. Since we do have tag books, how about we go unlock ore drill? That is gonna give us... That is gonna give us the stuff that we need. Can you go research that? And yeah, you guys just keep on slacking in here. Make a building or be able to pick it up. Small canoes for like 3 or 4 is my hope. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sold. I'm sure if anybody, then the Kenshi devs can make it happen. Can make it actually be good. Personally, I don't know how to make it to be good. I don't have an idea that I would be happy with personally. You know, just because I want my Kenshi world to be as brutal as possible, and having a canoe that might go faster than normal travel, which you could use to skirt around all the dangers. Sure, you would go the longer way, but it would be faster and safer. It's kind of against what I think it should be, right? Yeah, also being able to pick it up. I don't know. Get on, boys. Get shot by fuck you in the nuts. Actually, fuck you. Just switch to melee. I said melee. Don't you have a weapon? Yeah, there you go. See, katana. Get that. Sea monsters? The thing is, right? We know how many issues Kenshi 1 had with some pathing and all that stuff, right? Imagine having sea monsters, having to fight a sea monster, and the sea monster gets stuck beneath your boat somehow. You can't hit it can't hit you, you're both stuck together. You know, fun. I can imagine a lot of fun coming from that. Sea monsters, of course, would be cool. Especially if they were like Leviathan-sized sea monsters. Also, right now, people cannot fight while they're in the water, right? Well, some enemies can still attack you while they're in the water, especially if they're bigger. So how would you actually fight a sea monster? Let's say it overturns your canoe, you fall into water and you have to swim. And now you can't do anything because you can't fight in the water. You can't go back and heal people who are in the water because you can't heal people who are in the water. You have to pick them up first and carry them out. So it's a lot of issues that maybe with Unity it can be fixed and done better, but still, I don't know. Oh, look, it's the Holy Nation. Yeah, good idea, Monker, to be here. Good idea, buddy. Took a painting nightmare pictures right there. They have to make it good or get these enemies learn to swim.